A thought has mass. Now, here's the idea. A thought has mass. Because how does a thought exist in our brain, right? Thoughts travel through nerve impulses within our central nervous system to pass information from, to communicate from one part of the body to the other part of the body, so you'll be able to do things and communicate and interact and transact in this reality and be able to express yourself and experience that expression. And that is essentially what we call life, uh, up until this point of time. So thought has mass because it exists in our minds, in our brains, physically as nerve impulses. And what are nerve impulses? It's electrical charges, electrical energy that holds information, carries information from one point to another, very similar to how fiber optics and the internet works, right? So thought is carried through energy, through electrical energy. Right? And if you were following these videos, in one of the earlier videos, I mentioned that anything that has energy has mass. And anything that has a mass would have a field around it, right? And that field is what we understand as gravity. It would have a gravitational field, right? And the bigger the mass, the bigger the amount of energy that's in the equation, whatever said form it is, and the bigger its gravitational pull would be. Now, if a thought has mass, if you were to put more thought onto a certain thought, the magnitude of that said thought would increase simply because you're spending more time on the same thought spending. You would get a return of investment, in which we call awareness. Right? You're paying attention. You're paying, and that return investment would be awareness and understanding. Right? So when you put more thought into a thought, the energy that goes into the equation of the said thought would increase. Its mass would increase. Its gravitational field would increase. Its power of attraction would be bigger as well. And thus, the possibility of it manifesting itself in reality would be higher. And that is essentially the idea or the concept behind the law of attraction. And this also gives us an idea of how or why meditation, or simply just being mindful, can, you know, why it would make sense for start.